Hello everyone, my name is John Flatt. I'm the Chief Medical Officer for the Jason Foundation, a pediatric neurologist, and most importantly, Jason's brother. The last few weeks have seen a significant change in our daily lives. Activities such as school, work, and even weekend sports like soccer and baseball and softball have been significantly interrupted and in many cases completely stopped. Our daily lives as parents have changed from doing a few hours of homework to now helping kids learn 4 or 5 different subjects each day and utilizing the help the teachers can provide for us digitally to keep that education and instruction going forward. We do need to realize that there's a significant impact on our children as well. The first week for many of them felt like an early vacation, an early spring break, just doing a little bit of work and trying to find some way to adjust. But in the last couple of weeks, you can see there's some impact on them in terms of missing their friends and missing their routine and adjusting to this new life stuck, in their home and in their just small local community. I wanted to bring you today some information about how to talk to your children about COVID-19 and help make sure that they're able to adjust as well as possible to this new situation that we're all facing. It's important to not only pay attention to what you say to your children, but also how you say it. So one of the best pieces of advice is to think about what you're going to say and come out with some key points that you want to share when you want to go and discuss things with your children. There are some instances where they may ask a question of you and you don't have a chance to prepare, but making sure that you are knowledgeable about the subject and that you've gotten good information will help you give a very thought out and balanced and not emotional answer to their questions. We do want to be honest though, and we want to share information that's accurate and factual. Utilizing websites like the CDC can be a good tool for you to use, not only to reinforce this, how to talk to your children, but also to get valid information that's accurate and is something that you can be confident in sharing with your children. It's also important that you be available to your children. Some children will have a very inquisitive mind and want to know more, and they actively will seek you out with questions and clarification needs. Other children are more quiet. They tend to stay more to themselves. They may process things more internally. If you have a child of that type, you may want to consider setting up times to specifically just ask them if they have any questions or if they are worried, or if they are missing their friends, and start a conversation that way so that you can get to the point of understanding why we're in the situation that we're in. We do also want to avoid any blaming. The children don't need to be targeting anyone or any group or anything with any negative emotions at this point in time. They have enough on their plate already, and that's something for us as adults to deal with in terms of who's responsible for whatever issue that we feel like is important at the time. We do want to make sure that what the children see and what they hear is somewhat filtered through our own judgment of what's appropriate for those children. Again, some children may be very inquisitive and want to know more and they need information to be good. Other kids would rather sort of have a very loose understanding of what's going on and deal with things internally and deal with the changes in their social interaction themselves. So take time to think about what your child needs and make sure that they're not getting exposed to too much COVID-19 pandemic information on TV or on radio or on social media so that they can go forward and deal with the things that are most important and significant for them. The most important thing as you're discussing COVID-19 with your children is to work to empower them. We need to give them the tools that they need to protect themselves so they feel some sense of safety and some sense of control in this situation. It's all the normal stuff. It's hand washing. It's using hand sanitizer when hand washing isn't an option. It's covering their mouth when they cough or sneeze with either a tissue or their elbow. It's important about social distancing and staying away from others not in your household. And that's why we can't go out and spend time with friends and have sleepovers during this time. And make sure that they understand that that's a chance for them to empower themselves, to be able to control their risk, and to actually make themselves safer from this COVID-19 disease overall. If you have any more questions, again, I would refer you back to the CDC's website. There's good information on the COVID-19 disease, as well as opportunities for you to look on better ways to discuss things with your children. Many of the things that I've outlined today are there, and some other resources may also be available to you. Thank you.